Open my eyes, I slept through the day. Slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away.
Hello friends, welcome back to another video. We're here Orlando-based flight attendant. Hope you're doing wonderful. Today is Tuesday after Memorial Day and we are starting a 4-day trip. This is a very different trip because we're starting with a deadhead. Deadhead means that we are flying as a passenger, but we are getting paid. We actually get to fly on the Blue airline today, and this is the third time our deadhead has changed. Originally we were flying with our airline, then it switched to the Love airline, and now it's with the Blue airline. The flight is at 3:05 p.m. and my report time is at 2:05, so I am just finishing up making sure that I have everything here, and we're gonna see what it's like to start a trip with a deadhead. We're actually deadheading to San Juan. Is anyone surprised? Yes? No? This is my very last triple San Juan layover trip. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get in one of these trips again. I didn't get any of them awarded for next month, and our trip situation is not looking good, but anything can change here, so I'm just hoping that I can swap some of the terms that I have, or even any of the 2 trips that I have for next month for potentially San Juan or other layovers. I know we have a lot of Vegas, San Francisco, Detroit, Dallas, so if I can get in any of those, that would be great. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I have everything, and we'll head over to the airport together.
Let's do it again, let's go on a date. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about, so we can dine and spend up all our nights.
Welcome to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We just made it to our rooms. As you can tell, I am about to change and go to happy hour. We have free happy hour at this hotel. So I've placed my food in the Hot Logic, so while I go out and hang out with my crew, my food is cooking. I'm about to steam my shirt because you should know this by now, I cannot stand wrinkled clothes. Especially like on a layover. For this trip I didn't pack much food. I actually packed 2 of these. This is pasta with like mozzarella cheese, and then tomato sauce and chicken thighs, and then I have a protein yogurt left, 2 of the sparkling waters. Tomorrow we get breakfast here, so I'm hoping that I can get breakfast for 2 days. We'll figure out the rest, but yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on right now. Let's go. Just getting to my room here. I had such a wonderful time hanging out with my crew. There were also 2 other crews that are Orlando based as well. So we actually got to all sit at a table. It was probably like 12 of us, and we had such a wonderful time talking about our trips and just sharing stories between flight attendants. That's one of the things that I like the most working for this airline, is the fact that like we're still mainline, but we're not a big airline. So you actually get to connect and meet people and see people often. And I was like, wait, I've flown with you, I've flown with you, I've flown with you, and it's just a wonderful time. Just finished having dinner. I was actually washing my container. I don't like to leave my container with food. I actually travel with my own soap, and what I do is I leave running water, like running hot water, and I throw some of that soap. If you leave your containers for like 3-4 days all closed up in your lunchbox, it's just gonna stink for days, honestly. You don't want that. So I recommend bringing your own little soap whenever you're traveling, whether you're a flight attendant or not. It's life-changing. I realized that I have not talked to you about today. This trip was awarded to me with a deadhead on the first day, so there wasn't anything that changed in my pairing or anything. It was established like that. The only thing that changed was what airline we were gonna fly on. 85% of the time we actually get to deadhead on our own airline, but in other instances we just fly with other airlines, and we are allowed to fly with other airlines. I know for certain airlines they can only deadhead on their own airline. For us it's different, and that's okay. We actually, like I said, got to fly on the Blue airline. We brought treats for the crew. They were actually very nice. We got to sit on the exit row, and it was like a 2-hour 40, I'm lying, it was like a 2-hour 27-minute flight. I actually got to sit with the C flight attendant. They're sitting in the front with me. I will eventually get to say her name. I just want to make sure that she's cool with me saying her name, and maybe she'll even be in camera, but that will happen tomorrow. We are on short overnights for this trip, so our layovers are anything from like 13 to 14 hours. I think our longest is close to 14. Tonight was 13 hours. I am flying the lead position on this trip, and it is worth, I want to say like 20 something hours, maybe more, maybe less. I'll find it and I'll share with you later. I was organizing my room and I came across a few items that I personally love and I've been traveling with for the past almost 3 years that I've been a flight attendant. And so I want to share those items with you guys. They've been very helpful to me and maybe they will be helpful for you. But if not, it's okay. At least you know these items exist and maybe you can recommend them to somebody else. I'm going to start with the hot logic. This is perfect because a lot of times we don't have microwaves in our hotel rooms, and having to go across the property to find a microwave can be annoying sometimes. At least for us, we don't have ovens in the plane, so it also helps when we're sitting at the airport, especially if we have like an unexpected long sit, which usually doesn't happen because at least at our airline, our turnaround time is anything from like 45 minutes, I should say 55 minutes to like an hour and 30 at most, especially if we have like international connections. So we don't really get to sit at the airport for a long time. We're not allowed to plug these things into an aircraft. Since we're talking about flight attendant items, a cutlery set is a must. This is a perfect way to recycle. The other day I was actually eating in my hotel room and I was eating a yogurt with a knife. I actually forgot this, so I thought it was funny that I was eating with a knife. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it took me a little while. So you can find this pretty much anywhere. You can find them at, you know, local stores like Marshall's or TJ Maxx, or if you want to go to Amazon, you can find them there too. Something that I struggled with for a long time was really keeping my ice packs cool, and a lot of times we don't have an actual freezer in our rooms. We just have like a small fridge. You can just throw ice in here. It's like a different version of an ice pack. You just control the amount of ice that goes in there. So I found this to be super convenient, and I found it on Amazon, and I only had one and I recently got a second one, and I pretty much got rid of the ice packs that I have. I mean, I still have them at home, but I don't bring them to work anymore. The item that you saw earlier was a steamer. I've had travel steamers for a couple years now, and recently I actually got to find a smaller one. I found this at Aldi, I want to say, probably, and I remember having one that my sister got me at TJ Maxx, but that one died on a London trip. What really got me into this was there was one time I was going out or something. I had a dinner or something, and I was in a hotel room. I don't know if it was at work, but I was in a hotel room, and the ironing board and like the actual iron, like it was old and like it stained my clothes and it was just a mess, and I was like, there has to be another way. Another great item that I always travel with is this travel blanket. I sometimes use it on my deadhead flights, but today I didn't sleep or anything. Is the Travel On brand. I got this, I want to say at Marshall, as a crossbody bag. This is perfect whenever you don't want to bring a lot of items but you also don't want to stuff your pockets. I normally keep like my cell phone, keys, passport or wallet, and sometimes even my headphones, and I use this on my flight attendant trips and whenever I go on my leisure travel. If you cannot stand silence like me when you go to sleep, this thing right here, my friend, is a lifesaver. It's a white noise machine. I mean, it has different sounds, but primarily I only use the white noise, and even though it's tiny, it's like very loud. I should have a bigger one, but then I found this one and I was like, this is the perfect size. I actually have another one at home, so that way I don't have to transfer one, you know, when I'm at home and when I go on trips. This next gadget here, I actually got to use on my deadhead flight today, and essentially you just put your phone right here and you clip this part to the tray table, and you can have the tray table open or closed, and you get to enjoy your shows or movies, and you don't need to worry about holding your phone. I'm gonna go ahead and link most of those items on the description box. If I find like a different option for like travel blankets or other items that I got at different stores, I will still link them down so that you can check them out. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly start getting ready to go to bed because I have an early one tomorrow, and I'll probably talk to you before I go to bed. It is time to head to bed. It is 11:30. I need to be up at 5:30, so in exactly 6 hours I have to be up to go to work. But I don't want to leave without sharing a few things. Number one is we're gonna be ending the vlog here because the second part of this trip is going to be posted next Sunday. That leads me to the next item on my list, which is talk about what I'm going to do for June when it comes to vlogs. This month I've been posting twice a week, and you guys seem to be enjoying the vlogs, and I am so happy because when I committed to post twice a week, I wasn't sure if all the time, work, and effort that I was putting into the videos was gonna pay off, but you guys' reaction has been amazing. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, for subscribing, for watching. I truly appreciate it. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping that by the end of summer we can surpass that number. I don't know if I can commit to posting twice a week next month. I am still dealing with my schedule and the whole turn situation, and I enjoy vlogging trips the most. Turns, I'm gonna say it's just boring. Like, you go you go to a destination and come right back, unless you get stuck or something happens, then it makes it interesting. But for the most part, it's like going to your regular job and then coming back to sleep in your own bed. There isn't much. I mean, I have ideas of, you know, on stuff that I can do around turns, but so far I haven't had any success in swapping these turns for trips. People are being very specific with what they want, so I just don't want to commit to saying I'm going to post weekly and then I fail. You guys know that I've been super consistent with my channel, at least for the past year or so, maybe a little bit more, and I would love to continue that. I don't want you guys to wonder, when is he gonna post? It's been 2 weeks, or like, what's going on? Or are we getting a vlog this week? I'm probably making it sound more serious than it really is, because I will find a way, but I just don't want to set that expectation just yet that I'm going to be posting twice a week if I'm not really sure if that's possible. I just wanted to come on here and say that I truly appreciate you guys, and I've been super excited every day I wake up and I see new comments, new people, new subscribers, people that are interviewing for my airline, people that relate with you know, stuff in my job, people that just come in here and share about their lives and what they're doing. I'm very happy that we've been growing the community here, so thank you again, guys. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for your support with my weight loss journey. Thank you for your kind words, for your encouragement, for your suggestions, for your experiences, for your advices. Like, I truly appreciate it. I read every comment. I do my best to reply to every comment. With that being said, I think I'm going to say goodnight now, and I am going to see you next time for the rest of this trip. Take care.